Alright, quick update for Polkadot. So it's been a boring couple of months for Polkadot. As you can see with this rectangle here, you can really see we've been trading sideways for a good part of 3 months now. It's been 89 days. The last time we covered Polkadot, we were talking about this inverse head and shoulders pattern, and it looks like we perfectly broke out and took out the price target at $23.18. So we can now remove that inverse head and shoulders. It's not often you see a clear-cut inverse head and shoulders as nicely formed as that. That was a real nice one. But nonetheless, since then, we're pretty much back at the level that we broke out. We have not been doing much apart from very, very slowly sideways accumulating to the upside. But that changes now, in my opinion, on what I am seeing with the data on Polkadot. So this video, unlike most of my videos, is really not going to be focused on fibs. I can draw a fib and I can see where we are in terms of the recent impulse. We're above the 0.5, so we're getting very, very bullish right now. I'd like to see a break above the 618 fib at approximately $19.62 or 65 cents. There is not much else in terms of fibs that I would like to talk about. I want to talk about these momentum indicators and the volume we're seeing right now. So let's start off with the higher time frames and these momentum indicators. Now, if you look down at the bottom of my screen, you'll notice the squeeze mom, which is the squeeze momentum indicator. And when you see these dark red colors come in a downtrend, it means bears are losing control and bulls are starting to take over. Then you see a flip in momentum over to the bullish side, and then once you see these dark green candles come in, it means the bulls are losing momentum. We are having a momentum shift in favor of the bears back to the downside. So what are we seeing right now? We're seeing a shift into the dark red. This means that the bears are losing control and the bulls are starting to step back in, which is very, very nice. If we look over on the last time that we did this for Polkadot, we actually bottomed on the squeeze mom on the 25th. If we take the opening of the 25th up until where we topped out, you can see over here the bullish momentum started topping out on the 31st of March. So we're not drawing it to the actual local high up here, we're drawing it to where it topped out in March, and you can see we had approximately a 42% rally based on the last squeeze momentum indicator flip. And then what happened when we went to the downside? So we started turning dark green here. This was indicative that the bulls are losing control. We went from $22 down to where we bottomed recently, which was on the 18th of April. 2 days ago, we had a 23% flush to the downside. And once again, this is not drawing from the highs to the lows because those would be more extreme numbers. We're simply trading based on how the squeeze mom has these daily momentum shifts. And as you can see, what I want to talk about in this video, we're having that daily momentum shift start to come in for Polkadot. Now, this is really, really good. You're seeing an increase in volume. The momentum is shifting back to the upside. So in my opinion, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to see something like this until the bulls next top out, where we can get above these daily EMAs, and we can finally, hopefully, get out of this accumulation range, which is personally what I'm predicting. I wouldn't get too confident in a huge rally for Polkadot until we do get out of this accumulation range, but you can see if we do have a breakout of the accumulation range, the first target would be your 200-day moving average up at $28. So we've got some pretty nice price targets right now, and like I said, the last time we had this bullish momentum shift, we were carried up by 42%. Now, we've been talking about this 68% increase for Polkadot since my last video. Like I said, it has been a while since I covered Polkadot. We were down here on the 12th of March, but nonetheless, looking at what's happened since then, we've come up a tiny bit. We were predicting a 69% rally. We're really only up like 7% since the last video I made, so we haven't gone very parabolic yet. But with these momentum shifts coming on, I do think the time to get bullish is going to be very, very soon. So I'm liking what I'm seeing with Polkadot right now. You can currently see the volume candle is switching between green and red, meaning there is a lot of buyers and a lot of sellers today, which is why you're kind of seeing this doji candle where we're just kind of hovering around this price, and the bulls are trying to push it up, but the bears are pushing it back down. and we're going down, but the bulls are trying to push it back up. So we're left with this doji pattern. We're really just like a spinning coin right now, just kind of chilling around this range. So I would like to see some follow through. I think once we get above this 618 fib at $19.65, we would not only be back above the daily EMA ribbons, but we'd also be above the last 618 in the local term that we need to worry about. Then I'd be predicting a move up to $24 and then $28 respectively. That's all I see for Polkadot. We're looking pretty good in the macro term, in my opinion. In the short term, we're really in an accumulation phase. Nothing insanely bullish is happening right now, but this momentum shift could mean that if we do take out $19.65, we could be going on a big rally and finally breaking out of this accumulation range at the top here at $24. That is all I've got for Polkadot today. Best of luck if you're in it. Once again, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.